Fuck you, bitch. That's what I heard. Fuck you, bitch. All right, collective. I'm gonna start. This message is going to be for divine masculine. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know how you like the video. I'm asking all the angels, ancestors of purest white light to come in and assist. Come in and assist with the reading. Let me be the clear channel to give the divine masculine the messages that they need and not what they want to hear. Um, Block, bind, and rebuke any negative energy trying to infiltrate the reading. Block any eyes that have no good intentions for the divine masculine. Okay, block their ears. I only want people who need the healing and want the messages to be able to view this reading. Okay? Ashe. All right. Let's start off with seeing what shadow of the Middle Ages divine masculines are working with. Some of you guys could be hungry. Okay, something about a magnifier. Y'all could be seeing something clear as day. Oh, how do I go in there? Damn. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can fix something really quick on here. Let me share the live. Okay, let's see. So some of you guys could be hungry. Something could be magnified about right about now. You could be seeing. So let me put the light on. Okay. Something could be being magnified right now. Okay. Let's see. Oh, about some type of blessings that's coming to you. Something about lilies, bear. This could be an ancestor of yours who's coming in to make sure you get this fortune. So let's see what shadow you're working with. I feel like a lot of you masculines are working out your ego or dismantling it a little bit of a lot. Okay. All right. I was getting the energy where there's two types of divine masculine here. Okay. I'm feeling there's a set of divine masculine who are fully tapping into their higher self. Then there's another masculine set of masculines here who are just selfish, hella narc, okay, gaslighting, stringing people along, thinking that they're higher than the program. They're on top of their game right now, and it's going to have a major fall. Okay. All right. And then it's like somebody could even be saying, like, try me. So somebody could even be trying to test your gangster. Hey, hey, no father, huh? Okay. All right, rider. I'm telling you. So somebody could even be realizing that they have somebody who is really down for them, like somebody who they could actually trust and confide in and who truly, truly cares for them, you know? They could have been running at one point in time. I just did a collective that's loading now. Well, I don't even know why it's loading because it was live, but whatever. I guess it has to upload. Yeah, maybe something was moving very slow and they just had to clear some energy out. Yeah, here go the ring. So some of y'all could be getting married, but then some of y'all could be on some fuck shit. Look, I'm telling you, it's two type of motherfuckers here. The ones who get it and the ones who don't. Yeah, look, demon time. I'm trying to tell you. Somebody could have been a terrorist since they were a child. And some of y'all could just be realizing you need to heal your inner child. Somebody could be at the bail's bond right now, or is about to go there, or have to pick up their car. Somebody' car could have got impounded. Okay. All right. Maybe you met somebody at the bail's bonds, or like the check cashing, or some type of clerk or something. Some of y'all could love the game, video game. That shit could drive y'all crazy. Okay. Y'all, I'm so hungry. All right. Somebody could have even been doing like some manifestation work, trying to call somebody in. Yeah, lock. Okay. So there we go. With this mill, somebody could have been trying to web somebody up. And here they go. They're being locked out. Either somebody's locked in somewhere or somebody's locked out somewhere. So there's two types of divine masculine here. You have to pick what side you're on. You understand? I'm just saying. Some of y'all are the weavers and some of y'all are the webbers. Put it where it fit. Okay? So this could be you trying to web somebody up. Or this could be you who's weaved up in some shit, you know? All right. Something about Highway 66. Okay. Some of y'all could be traveling. Y'all could be truck drivers out there. I heard choo choo, right? The horn. Some of y'all might like to do that with the kids. Something about Dubai. Y'all could be going on vacation. Y'all could be on vacation. Y'all could be traveling right now. And some of y'all could have just ran into a motherfucking unicorn and thought you was gonna play with it. And that unicorn is giving that black unicorn movie. Yeah. All right. Somebody had to show you better than they could tell you. So yeah, Poppy. Okay. And it's giving me that movie, not movie, but that series with that lady Poppy Whip. A lot of people didn't know Poppy could get down with the get down. Remember, she was a whole scammer out here. She was getting niggas. Hey, she was getting niggas. So y'all could have thought y'all ran up on a little cutie, a little honey who was just, didn't know this person was a whole star and they was really into that shit. Cause look at her, an Aquarius. Didn't know how magical this person was and thought you was gonna play with her. You can't play with no Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? Gloves, yeah. So somebody was like, gloves off, bitch, we about to do this shit. Maybe you thought you was gonna square up, talk shit about this person, put this person in competition with other birds or. And child, it went left. What is what? What is what? You know what? I'm not finna play with y'all today. I got time. I got time today. All right. But yeah, there go the cat. So let's see what shadow y'all working with. Ooh, let's see what that was. Chameleon. Yeah, I'm telling you. Some of y'all thought y'all was some type of shapeshifter. Some of you guys could be stars. You could be cloaking your energy, or you could be trying to hide. This is giving catfish, multiple um pages. You could be spying on somebody, watching somebody, and thinking, you're hiding. You could even have like a double life, secret life, or something. Okay, some of y'all could be wizards and warlocks out here. Depend how you put it where it fit for you. And you might think somebody don't see you, but somebody sees you clear as day. Beltane, right? Yeah. Some of you guys are ritualistic. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. And y'all could be out here spreading y'all seeds and not knowing that the energy that you're producing is not so nice. Okay, there go that Gemini energy. Camel again, Gemini energy. So some of y'all could be, it's giving Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type energy. Cancer. So you guys could be Aquariuses, Cancers, Geminis out here. You could have these placements. You could play a lot of mind games or think you're playing mind games. You know what I'm saying? You could put people in their feelings a lot or play with people's emotions, and something could be backfiring. So you have to be careful with that. Yeah. You can't play with no Aquarius. Yeah, scarecrow. You could be trying to scare somebody, or you do these little tactics, manipulative tactics to get people to move how you would like them to move. All right. Um, hello, Prince. Come here. Come here, please. Oh, you on the game. Some of y'all could love that game. Y'all be arguing with the game. Some of y'all think something is a game. It's a joke. Tree, fox, maboon, some type of feast or harvest, possibly in Leo season. Okay. This could even be like an award ceremony, moon energy. Yeah. Some of y'all could do something on the moon, underneath the moon, or get some type of power, or y'all switch up. This is giving lion and this is giving fox. So you could be a lion ass fox, very cunning. And maybe you do something around a tree, rituals, okay? Some type of feast or harvest, or maybe you travel for some type of initiation, or you know what I'm saying? Tap in. All right, let's get one. Some of y'all could be, let me go through some of these messages before I even pull these cards. So I did these messages on Tuesday, June 9th, 2026 at 7:57 a.m. And then again, I did it today as well at 7:42 this morning. So let's go through it. So something about birds, and we saw the birds, crazy work, and something about a car alarm. 258 could be significant, 348 could be significant, 619. I feel like something could be happening on Juneteenth. Okay. Something about teeth. I don't know if your teeth are falling out, if you're having a cavity. It's giving those Navirs. Somebody's name could be Naveen. Okay. Something could be going on with veneers. You could have veneers. You might want to go, maybe you're going to get your teeth done. And I put dentist and I said go somewhere. So you could be going to the dentist to get your teeth fixed. You could be having like a overlapping, because in this teeth here, I'm seeing a tooth underneath a tooth, like a tooth behind a tooth. So this could have happened from when you were young. A tooth could have grew in before the baby tooth was ready to come out, and it kind of just grew back there, and the tooth never fell out, or however it works. I don't know. Or maybe you just have a whole lot of overlapping, and around Juneteenth or the next 10 to 9 days, you're going to get your teeth fixed, or something about the 19th. Okay. Or maybe you did this in the past and it's been 19 days, or you could be in recovery or something of the sort. Maybe your jaw is shut, wired shut. Okay, it's given like 50 Cent. There could have been some type of, there could be some chatter or talk with this car alarm here and the birds. Okay, you could just be hearing a lot of birds. Maybe you're meditating more, or every time you try to do something to connect, there's some type of distraction. Okay. 323 could be significant. This could be your birthday. You can be um Pisces. You could be a Gemini. We did see that. You could be a Leo with the 19 here. We saw the lion. Okay. Here go the coffee for her. No, no. In the pot. No, no. Yeah. You gotta pour it in the cup. No, not that cup. That's a plastic cup. Go in the cabinet and get a cup. Right there. Yeah. So some of you guys, No, she wants it black. You don't have to pour the whole thing. You could give me the rest if you don't, if she don't mind. And then some of you guys could be Aquariuses like we seen. You could be born on the 23rd, the 5th, or the 3rd, the 19th, the 12th. Some of you guys could be Aquarius. A lot of Aquarius energy. Can you bring me the rest here? Aquarius. Um, You guys could be stars. This could be a friendship group or a social setting. This could be a work situation, okay? Something about choking the next 10 days, something about green nails with silver design. You could be dealing with somebody who has green nails, or somebody could be green with envy, or y'all just get into the money and y'all focus. Y'all could be using silver as well to manifest, or maybe you need to. Maybe that's your metal. Thank you. You poured a lot for her? Yeah. Okay, good. Oh, bitch, I'm gonna be up till tomorrow. Oh God. You poured it up to the top. That's good for her? Yeah. All right. That's good. Okay. Okay. Where's the sugar? She wants sugar right in here. Right there. Up top by the soup. Yeah, by the grits. Yeah. Okay. So something about being very misleading. This could be that divine masculine. Somebody could have gold teeth fronts or grills or whatever the case may be. But somebody could be very misleading and abusive mentally. Somebody could be very manipulative, selfish as hell, entitled and controlling. Somebody does not listen and they're a gaslighter. Okay, I said something changed once a particular person came around. Okay? You could be getting a message. Some of you guys could have got accepted into something. You could have gotten an approval of some sort. This could even be like citizenship. No, you're good. Okay, let's continue. Somebody could be hella sarcastic. Somebody could feel like you're their pet, or this is you treating somebody like a pet, not knowing that this person is someone like a hidden gem. Okay. Somebody could be very angry. Somebody could have a short fuse or short temper. Some of you could have recently enrolled in college or university. Okay. I said, some of you might need to absolutely leave someone out because they already left you out. So this could be that energy where you could have been pouring into somebody. And this is where the two double-sided come in, where you feel like you done poured into somebody and they shitted on you. So now you in your dark era and you out here dragging bitches and for filth. You know what I'm saying? And then this could have been somebody who was a fucking tyrant and is changing their ways or will be. So you have to flip the roles because we did see two birds on the thing. So this could just be your higher self having a talk with you, or this could just be your demon. You know what I'm saying? You having a talk with your demon. So put it where it fit for you. And when I say demon, I'm just talking about your lower vices, you moving out of survival, or you moving out of um addictions or temptations or just lower vices, things that keep you from elevating fully, that just keep you surface level. You know, there's no depth to it. You can't rise. You're just here with it. This is how you're supposed to be. You're here if you're that masculine who's on a lower vibration. And maybe this is you trying to turn yourself around with the whole, going back to school and realizing that you have a short fuse, not knowing why. You could even be going to therapy, or maybe you want tarot looking for some type of guidance or healing or uplifting or a little bit of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to figure out why you're the way you are, which is good shit. It has to start somewhere, right? This could even you could be the type of person who think you're always running shit, and with the whole entitlement and controlling and mentally abusive and shit like that, you might have ran into a bitch with green nails who had to put you in your place, and something about pointing in your face or pointing a finger, or maybe you were like poking the bear or consistently always projecting on people, and it's that person with the green nails set your ass straight to the point where you could even been drinking something and they said something and you fucking choked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tornado. It's like somebody came in and took you by storm, or you met your match in a sense, you know? I love it. You could have met a fairy. Yeah, man. You could have met a motherfucking fairy. Yeah. And you're like, gloves off, I surrender, or you will be. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe you like, okay, I want to take my time with this one. Yeah, rider. I see this person's worth. Yes, time. And I said something about an hourglass down here on the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see it, but we just saw the hourglass. So something is gonna take time, or you wanna be better for whoever this is. You understand? If it's a person and it's not just you wanting to be better for yourself. Something about flying to Portugal. You guys could be from Portugal. Maybe this person you met is from Portugal, or you're just traveling. You could be a businessman with the boss daddy. I saw the boss daddy in here. Okay. Somebody could have tried to get you out of a job, and they could have signed a fucking resignation. They could have typed up a resignation letter and signed your fucking name and submitted that shit. And then your boss calls you in on some shit like, what's going on? We didn't know that, you wanted to leave the company. Is it somebody else, or, you know, what's going on? And little did you know, it was just a petty ass coworker. So this could be you doing the flip flopping. Like maybe you've been playing small, maybe you've been playing nice, or you always the go to guy and you the people pleaser. But I feel like it's a swap, it's a flip flop. If this is not somebody who is being shady, you just noticing like you can't be playing with certain motherfuckers. Like how I was on the other live and I was like, I'm not finna play with y'all today. You know what I'm saying? But that's the energy it's giving me. It's like I'm done fucking playing. Like either you gonna square up, bitch, or you gonna skate. You know what I'm saying? That type of energy. I feel like y'all not taking no fucking prisoners. Like anybody could get it at this point, because I feel like you're done playing scared. You know what I'm saying? You done being stuck. You know, a scarecrow be on the fucking wall. A scarecrow can't move. A scarecrow is just stuck up somewhere, hung up, and just there for people to come and laugh and pick at it all the time. And you're like, oh, yeah, scared money don't make no money. Maybe you could just be, yeah, be. Maybe you're just investing more in yourself and taking yourself more serious. Okay. I said something about an hourglass, something about a book fair. You could be buying books and studying. Maybe you're going to be on some self taught, or you just trying to, yeah, with the whole the university, you could be, self taught in a sense. Yeah. Sun card. All right. Some of you guys could be therapists. This is what you could be going to school for, to be a therapist, or you are in therapy. Okay. Hold on, y'all. What the hell? Excuse me. Oh, okay. And I was hearing too, I'm going to see it before you could even think it. I heard that. I'm going to see it before you think it. Don't let that go over your head. So some of y'all could be highly, highly intuitive. Y'all could even be getting messages and don't even understand what they really mean. And you're starting to tap in. Something about Glen Cove, okay? Scarecrow keeps coming up. You could be a Sagittarius or a Cancer, all right? And those are the opposites. I think Cancer is opposite for Sagittarius. Or no, it's Capricorn. I'm lying. It could be, that could be um placements in your chart, or with the Sagittarius, that's the whole philosophy aspect. You going deeper, going into schooling and, trying to get back in tune. Port Washington, something about a port. You guys could be retired veterans, or you might want to look into going to the Marines or the Navy Corps, or however it you know what I'm saying, is done. I already did the collective. The collective is loading now. Something about Staten Island and Long Island, or the ferry, or maybe you have to travel, across water to get to work, or whatever the case may be, and you're realizing, like, it's too much of a stretch. Some of y'all could work in a whole different state. Get up at 4 in the morning, get a plane. I saw this guy get in a plane. Okay. He drove to the airport, jumped on the plane, went to Atlanta, did what he had to do. I think he was like a stager or something, or he did real estate. So he would sit, do all of that from like 9 to 2. And then from 2 to 3, he would go to the airport, wait for his flight. He had like a layover. So he would, work in between, edit and do whatever he had to do, posts and stuff like that, answer emails, etc., etc. And then he would get on the flight and be back home by like 8 and have to do the shit again. So maybe this is some of you guys just realizing it's just too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? Scarecrow keep coming out, so we gonna take it and we gonna read it. All right. Scarab, yeah, karma. Yep. And when there go that Aries with that bullheaded shit, and you know, entitlement, real fucking aggressive. They don't really care about nobody. It's all about them, their way or the highway. You could have two fucking females fighting over you. Yeah, fire. There go to Gemini. This could be up to three females, or somebody didn't see a side of a person and they're seeing it now, and they could be fucking scared shitless. You know what I'm saying? Something about a farm. It was given like trailer park or hillbilly, or, no shade, no disrespect, is that's what I'm seeing. Um, ooh, look at that fucking snake. Crazy work. So this could be somebody who could have a farm, or, work at the zoo, or beekeeper energy. Somebody could make products. There go the horses. A lot of animals. Trojan horse. This could be somebody who got a lot of potentials, and they could have had a scare, because this nigga looked like he damn near dead. So somebody could have caught something with the whole choking with their teeth. Somebody teeth could be falling out. Child. This shit gets strange. You could have ran into somebody. You could have ran into a whole witch. Succubus type energy. Okay. And I said something about a pet. You could have bought an exotic pet or a peculiar animal, or found one and thought like, oh shit, this is exotic. A whole fucking demon. You know what I'm saying? Put it where it fit for you. You could be seeing things. Yeah, look, her teeth are knocked out. Holy shit. Her teeth are knocked out. Okay. So you could have ran into one of these, honey. I'm trying to tell you. Let's read the scarecrow. 71. All right. And that was the thing. You could have had a lot of potentials and ran through them, and ran through them like nothing. Right. And then now you met someone that you are obsessed with. This person could even be like a siren, or, real, like you've never seen someone like this. And it could be a whole entity, child. And this person is dragging you for filth for all the people you done, you know? I heard safari. So some of y'all could be Jamaican. Let's read this. This is going to be a little longer live. So look, go grab your wine if that's what you drink, but I don't think y'all need to be drinking anything. I think y'all really need to be able to sit so you can elevate with this pyramid, so you can hear what it is you need to hear. Sit in the silence, because something could be brewing. Something could definitely be heating up a tornado, and there could be a target on your back. So, yeah, and it could be because You done tapped into a lot of people, feminine and child. They want your jugular. All right. Scarecrow and eagle. And now you seeing something from a higher perspective, like, holy shit, you might have got burnt and don't know who burnt you. Hey, Ernestine. Hey, hey. Hmm. Okay, let's read Scarecrow. The Scarecrow card represents protection, vigilance, and the need to ward off negativity or threats. What I say? Okay, it signifies the importance of creating boundaries and guarding against potential harm or deception. This card suggests that you may need to be cautious and discerning in your interactions and decisions. It reminds you to trust your instincts and be aware of any potential risks or manipulation in your surroundings. The Scarecrow card encourages you to stay vigilant and take necessary precaution to safeguard your well being and interests. And that's what the Scarecrow does. They're there to scare off, um, I guess, who those little animals, those little pets from coming to eating up the people them crop, right? So I feel like you don't got a scaring of your own. Okay. All right. Pinky Harris, what's up? Okay, and then let's go to these messages. Okay, something about a series of movies. Okay, yeah, something about DDG too. You guys could like him. Okay, maybe you guys are streamers or influencers, bloggers, and you might have got a lot of fame and got a little cocky and started thinking that you could just dibble and dabble or use your clout to get women and mm-mm, it didn't it's no, you might have ran into a real nasty witch. You could have even had a baby with whoever this was. Okay, and then you found out that you were dealing with a succubus or a witch or however you want to put it. Yeah, stairs. It's like you don't climb the wrong stairs, climbed up the wrong tree. Okay, so put it where it fit for you, my dear. Okay, let's see what spiritual gifts you guys are working with. Hi. Yeah, because this nigga look crazy. You could have an entity on you of some sort. Oh, Washington, I just said something about Port Washington. Okay, so some of you guys could be sick or somebody could be looking like this, but you guys could have an entity attachment. Or you could have ran into a feminine and and this is how they look. You could have even had a dream. Some of y'all could have blonde dreads, or somebody else could have blonde dreads or blonde hair. And you might have seen somebody, you might like sunflowers, or you might have even been at work and you can see spirits now after dealing with one person. Okay, so tap in. Thank you for letting me know I'm in the right place. You're welcome. I just said something about Washington. Okay. I was seeing a lot of 444 last night. Okay, discernment. So you guys need to be discerning about where you travel to and who you travel with. And um, that scarecrow definitely comes into full circle from what I said. Somebody could have been stealing from work too. You guys could even be like security guards or something, and you could find out that people are stealing from work. Okay, let's see what your spiritual gifts are. You guys could be telepathic. You can see spirits. Okay. You could be mediums, psychics. Okay, wizard and warlocks. Well, yeah. Or you might just know how to shapeshift. Spiritual house cleanser. Yeah. You guys could have recently bought some of these. But my number is 333. I've been seeing 222. My number is 333 too. Yeah. Mind, body, and soul chakra clearing. 222 is alignment. All right. What is the divine masculine spiritual gift? Something about 45 minutes. Clear audience. You guys could do music. Like I said, you could have an ear for music, right? Didn't I say something about DDG and streaming? Don't he do music? He write his music, right? So some of y'all could be musicians, engineers, producers, and I said something about Boss Daddy. Okay. Some of y'all could rent out a studio. You could have a studio, right? You can travel a lot. I did say that with the whole Portugal. Something about tickets. You could be promoters. All right. You're being called to explore the words and sounds you're hearing to deliver the messages from the spirits and the guides. Didn't I just say that? Can't make it up. I said some of y'all might need to get quiet so you can hear what spirit's trying to tell y'all. A lot of numbers. I was seeing 2, 3, so something could be going in order with the 2, 3 here. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So something about 7. You could be being enlightened. Okay. Most High could be trying to talk to you. Spell work. Let's get one more to see what else. Okay, you could have somebody could have even tried to put a baby on you, and it's not even your. It wasn't even your baby. You could be finding that out. Creativity, yeah. Some of you guys could be painter, artists. You could do portraits like this. You could do like, excuse me, you could do they call it something. Anime. You guys could do a lot of anime, or you could like anime. You could do exotic art or dark or art or something of the sort. You're being called to explore creative expression, bringing forth the healing nature of the arts. You guys could sing too as well. You have a sound for music, like you can hear a message and you can create from it. Or some of you guys are just really tapped in, like you can draw anything, you know? Nice. And it's so funny because you could be so tapped in that you could like it's so funny because in the collective I kept hearing I can't get it the go back and watch it once it load. But I kept saying I could hear the music, but it's faint. You know, like as if somebody's listening to the radio or somebody's in a car and they're traveling, but you can hear it as if you're sitting right there in the passenger seat. So some of y'all could be, really tap the fuck in. And the shit is look, spiritual engineer. I can't make it up. Let's read it. You are called to explore using your problem solving skills and your knowledge of spirituality, psychology, and science to bring much needed solutions. And didn't I say something about therapy or therapists? You could be starting school, getting different books, tap in. Okay. Can't make it up. What else? Let's see what divination of the ancients you guys are tapping into. I'm seeing the Ouija board in here. So some of you guys could tea leaves. Some of you guys could have dibbled and dabbled. Or you might have met somebody and that shit scared the holy shit out of you, you know? And that's what kind of woke you up. Yeah, focus. Or maybe you just starting to just take yourself more serious and starting to really truly create what you see instead of running from it. Knowledge with the books. I said something about a book fair. Okay, I'm a Rasta. I said something about gold, blonde, gold. Your dreads could be gold, blonde dreads. I grow my weed with the blessings from everyone, not just myself. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, some of you guys, like I said, could be farmers and you could be transitioning. For me to say the whole thing about with the job that I channeled this morning at 7:42, I said that somebody could have typed up a resignation letter, a coworker being petty, signed up, typed up a resignation letter and signed your fucking name. So you have no choice but to transition to something else. Do you understand? So somebody could have got you fired, not fired, but yeah, different direction. But I feel like spirit put this in place because maybe you weren't gonna leave. Maybe yeah, you didn't want to change. Maybe something was you were comfortable and we saw it, but you needed to be discerning because you could have had a lot of snakes. We saw it, snakes and wolves and bears and foxes around you that did not mean you any good. Okay. And then you could have even seen something that spooked you and you still ain't moved. So spirit was like, we're gonna have to move you ourselves. Yeah. So that could be what it is. Some of y'all might be going into the pharmaceutical industry and deciding to, grow your own shit. Okay. I heard something about sunflower oil. Direction, yeah. Some of y'all could be getting out of the music industry and deciding to go to different streams and avenues. Okay. Some of you heard it. Can't make it up. Some of y'all could be like firefighters, you know? Because I came in here and I said something about masculines who never used to smoke when they were younger, and then all of a sudden now in their older age, they're smoking because they wanted to get a certain job. But it's like, wouldn't you want to be pure and healthy for this great job instead of drugging and, to possibly lose it or not be able to fully, you know, be able to, yeah, healing. So some of y'all could just be focused on that. Or you could be in a position where you just don't feel fulfilled. Yeah, look, something's happening. You could even seen a bad accident and that shit scared the fuck out of you. You could have seen a demon walk out of somebody. You could have saw an angel. You could have saw something that was moving that wasn't supposed to be, yeah, alive. So yeah, you could have even seen an arrow, literally an arrow, and it's like, did y'all see that? Okay, yeah. Thought your fucking mom was playing tricks on you. Probably even had to go do a little 72-hour eval or something. Like, hold up. Somebody could even slip y'all something and y'all thought y'all was like losing your fucking mind or tripping or something like that. Okay. Something about sunflower. Y'all could have got some type of infused oil and was tripping. Okay. Psychedelic type energy. Something about 4879. Okay. Also, 39 could be significant. You guys could be 39. All right. What was I gonna say? I heard I live my life. I live my life like it was my last day or something like that. You know? This could even been like a near death. Somebody could have like robbed someplace and you were there and they had a gun in your fucking face and they kept clicking it and the shit kept jamming and you probably was just like, what the fuck? Completely changed your life. Let's see. Let's keep going. This could even be some of y'all who became dads. You could have found out recently that you had a child. Because I said this in the collective that I saw my homeboy walking around with this little redhead baby, and he is black. I'm like, who little redhead baby is this? And he was just looking at me like, so some of y'all could have had a secret child out there. They could be 11. It could be a girl. Maybe it was somebody could have been married and you was sleeping with them and they just kind of put the baby on their husband. Okay, something about an omen. Okay, some of y'all could be like counselors, admissions coach. You could work at a university if you're not in the university. You guys could be essential workers like police officers, firefighters. You could be in the medical field. Um, Contractors, farmers. You could work at a zoo. Okay, you could care for animals. You could be landscapers. All right, financial advisors. You could be in forensics. You could work for the government. And you just want to do something different. Patience and perception. So with this whole new age now, you guys could have been religious and something happened and you're trying to, maybe there was a passing and you want some more answers, and that's how it is. Once somebody passed, then you wanna, I hear somebody screaming. Oh no, that's the police car. This says communication dictionary. Yeah, you guys could definitely be learning something. You could even be like self-talk. Maybe you want to go to school and it's too expensive and you're like, I don't want to spend all that money, you know? So you guys could be frequent. You could work at the library. You could be librarians, Barnes and Nobles. You could just be buying a lot of books. You could be on ABC or ABE um books. They have books half price all the time. Anything you want, you go, and that's where I go and get my books and stuff. If I don't see it on Amazon, I go on there, or I'll go to the library and I'll request the book. And if I like the book, and I'll just buy it from them, you know? But yeah, dictionary. You guys could a book listing the words of a language with translation into another language. You could be doing even light codes, or um you could be studying geometry. Maybe you're a math teacher. I didn't mean to say geometry or geometrics, gems. You could be jewelers. Okay, you could be looking into that. Okay. Also, you know what I was yeah, last night I went on YouTube and I wanted to see if my short came up on, because I did a short yesterday. I wanted to see if it was up on the YouTube. And I came across what's his name? Recommended Forbidden Knowledge with what's his name? I don't remember his name offhand, but he does a lot of, with the Enoch and all that good stuff, right? He gives you all the different knowledges and stuff. You could be studying the occult, and the guy was on there talking about something, the wheel or something like that, time or 24 hours. I'm not sure, but I was sitting in here and I was about to get my baby ready for bed. And I said, you know what? Let me listen. And I was going to rewind it, but I said I was trying to get my phone to link to it because I was going to go do some stuff like clean and, do some little different things once he went and lay down. I was in this bitch listening, like we're trying to get the phone set up, but it wasn't connecting. And I heard a whisper in the fucking video. It was like, what did it say? It was like, it whispered something. I had to call my son, like, did you hear that? He was like, hear what? I said, listen. So you could be hearing stuff that other people aren't hearing. You could definitely be clairaudient or telepathically connecting with people, or hearing stuff from the spiritual realm, or you know what I'm saying? That shit gets so fucking deep. I heard that shit. And that's not the first time. I've done a reading on my other channel years ago, and I was doing the reading and I heard sister. It was like, sister. So something about whispers. People could be chanting. You could hear people chanting. You could hear certain things from the veil. It's given like white noise, or people who have crossed over. You could do like voice boxes and stuff. This shit go crazy. And I feel like a lot of y'all might have not even believed in this shit, but you're starting to, you could be an engineer, All right. And you could be hearing those type of things and you could be thinking like you're fucking tripping and this shit is scaring the fuck out of you to the point where you have to go research. You might not even want to talk to anybody because you don't want them to think you're crazy, but you could just really be tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Your spiritual ears are activated. Tap in. I heard tap, tap, tap in. So some of y'all could be from like Cali. Y'all could have went to school for business or graphic design or whatever. Something that's completely not your field. You know what I'm saying? We got another Washington in here. What's up, Janice? After my sister died in 2022, I heard a man's voice in my ear telling me to go to bed. Oh, shit. Six, yeah. Then trapped in for like 6 years now. Huh? I don't understand, Soup. But, Janice, what else the man said? And my condolences to your sister. My sister passed in 2018. You heard a man's voice in your ear telling you to go to bed. Yeah, maybe that was your spirit guide. They probably had a message for you. And that's the best way they can talk to you when you're calm and at peace. Oh, who turned 39 on Friday? Pinky Harris. Oh, happy birthday. Maybe you want to go back and watch that reading I did for 7 hours because we had got the 39 card in here and it was protecting the treasure or something of the sort like that. Treasure protection. It was. It startled me out my sleep. Oh, you heard the man say go to bed or wake up. If you were sleeping, were you like fighting to sleep? Because you get the best dreams when you're like deep in RPM. Some of y'all could be like representatives too. Okay, so let's read this. This is going to be a longer live, guys. So just to let you know, dictionary. I heard I live my life like it was the last. So something about a blonde and a police officer. Somebody could have lost their badge too, whether figuratively or, you know what I'm saying, literally or metaphysically. Okay, metaphorically. What the fuck? Okay, but listen. It says you are overthinking things. Stop trying to analyze every conversation, every word, every thought. It is time to shift from the control of the logical and analytical left brain and explore the creative, intuitive right brain, which will help you find clarity, inspiration, and a peace of mind. This message also serves as a reminder to listen to others, particularly when they are offering help. Be careful not to dismiss advice, for often it comes as an answer to your prayers. You are like a closed book, and people find it hard to read you. It is time to open up and share your thoughts and feelings, as this will bring greater understanding and deeper meaning to your relationships. Didn't I say that though with the Cancer and Sagittarius? Spirit might want you to go a little deeper, or you are going a little deeper. You probably getting out your feelings and being a little bit more practical. Okay? And I said this about with the whole misleading, abusive, mentally manipulative, selfish as hell, entitled and controlling. You don't listen. But you want to control other people into listening to you. So you could be just realizing your fucking bad behavior. But you said it startled you out of your sleep to tell you to go to bed. That doesn't make sense. Because if you were already sleeping and it started you out of your sleep, Wouldn't it be the other way around? Wouldn't you just be like, unless you were like drifting and you weren't really sleeping and you were trying to stay up and you dozed off, not knowing you were asleep, and then, I could understand that. You could have been fighting sleep. Some of y'all could have been so scared that you didn't want to sleep. And we're gonna, girl, does my neighbors call the police last night? Oh shit, why? You're welcome, Pinky. Oh, pills. I think I was in the second part of sleep. Yeah. That's when you get the best sleep. And you know what, too? That's why they be telling you be careful when you indulge in stuff, because you go deep, and that's when all types of things could tap into you because you're free. Your mind is clear. You're completely releasing any type of control, you know? Yeah. So what else? Let's see what's going on in your career. Long term wish come true. Yeah. So you could be moving into something that truly, truly makes you happy. And you could have even you could have grew up like you're like, say for instance, your mama was a tarot card reader. Like my kids don't care that I do tarot. But my son be like, Mommy, I be trying to put him up on game. Like he listens to me and stuff, but he be like, I think he be more so scared. So he don't really fool with it. And he be like, Mommy, I'm just gonna live my life, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. So this could be the type where your parents were really spiritual and you just didn't want to be involved. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of just follow the religious aspect of it all and let them do their own thing. You no shade or no nothing. You just was like, you know what? Yeah, I do you, I'ma do me. No love lost. Catch you on the flip side, you know? So, but there be times when he'll call me from school and be like, Mommy, I feel like something's going on. My energy's off. So he pick and choose when he wanna. You see what I'm saying? So this could have been you. And maybe now in your older age, because this man look old. You might still do music for fun or you create on the side, or this was a hobby of yours and now you're tapping into it, but you're looking into it on a more spiritual aspect. Maybe you're like a musicologist, or there's another word for it too. Like you could study notes and keys and stuff like that. You can know how to read music, but maybe you're learning how to read it on a more spiritual aspect or read it on a more frequency level, you know? Like how they said 432 is the universal code, but I feel like it's 528. That's just my opinion. And I got that reference from when my sister passed because I kept seeing 528 and I'm like, oh shit, that's a frequency, but I never really looked into it. And then when I did look into it, they said that is the Earth's frequency. I looked up 432 as well, but I don't remember what that said. I was just focused on the 528. And I realized that was my sister's grave site. When I looked on the lot thing, that was her number. And I was like, holy shit, I didn't even see it. So I started looking up what it meant, and I realized that's the true frequency of the earth, 528. Like 432, if I have a headache I could put that on, but I notice when I do the 528 tuning forks, that shit is like just like a weight lifted. So some of y'all could be studying music frequencies. Maybe some of y'all playing on, maybe you done even created a frequency that's just like holy shit, to the point where you can't believe it yourself, you know? And that's what it probably what it was, that when you started tapping into this and doing this music, you were able to hear spirit. So you could have even tapped into a frequency that you can actually fine tune it to the point where you could literally turn it to a channel where you can hear spirit like, help me, or I don't know what the hell that shit said last night, but that shit spooked. It didn't spook me, but I was like, holy shit. Always be hearing these little things and I don't know what it is. So maybe it's a message for me too, for my masculine. Like, you need to go look into that. Cause I be hearing that shit and I be like, holy shit. but I couldn't catch what they were saying. I think it was like, I think she said, Los Cala. Like it was a whisper, like Los Cala. But the man was talking, you know? So I'm turning off the air, I'm turning off this, but the fucking fridge was still going. My son was in there making fucking noise on that damn game. And I'm telling my other son, like, did you hear that? So he was like, and then he heard it too. He was like, oh, then he just walked off. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're supposed to be doing more. Okay. They're leading you and guiding you to do something. Maybe you need to create something that only you can create because you have the knowledge, you have, you know what I'm saying, the authority, or you have the ranking, or you're able to truly tap into that. You are the only one who can go that deep with the whole cancer. And you know, maybe it's something from your lineage with the cancer aspect. Maybe your mother, like I said, she used to tap into stuff like that, or she could. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're able to look past the pretty with all those sunflowers and see what's really, really hidden with the scarecrow. You know, and it might be scary, but you know, you're not easily scared. Cause me, I done been seeing so much shit in the dream state. Bitch, you know what I done seen? I done seen fucking, I done seen, oh man, I done seen fucking vipers bigger than the fucking, I don't even know what to say. Bigger than buildings, just fucking standing guard like this. And as I walk down, they just turn. So you have some heavy protection, some type of heavy hitter that walks with you, and they're trying to tap in with you because we saw the snake. Maybe you have a lot of spirit animals. You could be like a animal whisperer or something. I love it. I like this reading. Yeah, something about a wish come true after something's been frozen or you keeping yourself stuck, you know? I feel like tappings on walls is spirit trying to get your attention. White orbs are angels or spirit guides. And that's the thing. You could be going through spiritual warfare, but if you're scared, that shit gonna scare you. You gotta stand strong and firm and command that shit to get the fuck on. Especially once you start believing in yourself, you can make some shit shake. You gotta get out of that scared mentality. And that's what be keeping a lot of people stuck because they're scared. And it's like if you're scared, you're only scared of yourself because you create your reality. Yes, they are entities and certain spirits and stuff like that, but you have to believe in your own right that you are more powerful than them. They don't have no authority in your realm. You see what I'm saying? I'm out of it now. It used to be so worried I had to go to the hospital. Yeah. And I just feel like once you get out of that scary shit, man, you know what I be seeing in the dream state? You really think I'm gonna let somebody out in the regular world scare me? Bitch, please. No. No, Atray, you gotta pay. Go to the box, the because I believe last time you were the one who came in here with that fuck shit, asking about somebody crying or, you know, I believe it was you. No, I already gave you a free reading. Confirmation, y'all heard the phone. What time is it? Crawling sensation into my scalp. That could have been your crown chakra being activated. And that's the thing. You could have been just really sensitive to energies and you think somebody's messing with you. And if you think somebody messing with you, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna dog walk you all through the spiritual world realm. Okay. You need to tap in. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what's going on with the divine masculine's career. Yeah, cutting ties. And that shit flipped out before anything. Cutting ties. Yeah. You could be in some type of career as where it's drama filled. Yeah, and people always trying to one up or step on your toes and shit. Yeah. They don't like to see you progress. So it says you may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. Yeah. This could even be people who are intimidated by you because you could fucking see them. You know, they can't put on fluff with you and you might not say anything, but this could be somebody who you can see right fucking through them. And they try to glamorize it, or they could be doing glamour spells, not knowing that you are a true vision. You're an oracle, you a seer, you can tap the fuck in for real. Yeah, success, education. So some of you guys are supposed to be teaching. Yeah, teaching independent is given independent contract like business owners having your own expression. And for me to say that whole thing with DDG when I told you he was a streamer, so yeah, flexibility will bring you more flexibility as well, especially if you have some type of 9 to 5 star power. And we saw that Aquarius when we came in here. Like I said, some of y'all could have just been scared of fucking wealth or scared of stepping into the limelight or scared of spirituality, and you're realizing like this is why there was so much stagnation because I didn't understand and people fear what they don't, you know what I'm saying? No, so you tapping in is helping you to create the life that you desire or create the life or wellness that you want, to step into. And with this clear audience, you started listening, and I said that you don't listen. But then you want to control everybody else around you to listen when you don't even fucking listen yourself. So spirit was like, okay, we're gonna give you a taste of your own medicine. Yeah. Save and face, we're gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, especially of how you treated people in certain connections. Yeah, on the table. So it's like spirit made it, they made that shit clear to the point where you can't run away from it. What is this cutting ties? How long we been on here? Roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents, and it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight. Bitch, I can't. I just said that. Did I not just say that you're hiding from some type of success or wealth? You could be making money out here. A spiritual engineer. Stop playing with me. Spiritual engineer. You know how much money engineers make regularly to be spiritually in tune, to have the authority to do that? Child, you got something to say. You need to express, create. Maybe you help people cut cords. Okay. Maybe you have the knowledge to, you know what I'm saying? Help people step out on faith and not be so damn scary and people pleasing. Okay. You could help people tap into their creative side. You could even do like Akashic readings or something, or you're supposed to with this engineer here, spiritual engineer. Okay, let's go. I live my life like it was the last. Mm. Let's see what's the T. This could even be somebody who emotionally intelligent, and some of y'all are stepping into that too. Learning that you need to be that, or seeing that people are just hella envious of you. Something about marshmallows, and you might like to go camping. You might wanna have a farm one day. And you know what too? You could even been traumatized as a kid. Maybe your favorite movie could be The Wizard of Oz, but the hood one, the Michael Jackson one, that's what I call the hood one. And you could have even been in a cornfield of some sort and saw some shit on. You remember that movie with Mel Gibson? How um They saw that circle with the line and then the circle with the line and then the circle. So you could have even seen like some extraterrestrial type shit and thought you was tripping, and that shit spooked you and you might have never told anybody about it, you know? Yeah, and it destroyed everything for you, shattered everything you might have thought. You could have even had an awakening. This was in reverse, burning evidence. You could have even took a picture and you still have it and you always remember about it. You know, or you could even have taken a picture and seen something in the shadow looking like this and you was like, "What the fuck?" You might have even tried to show it to people and they're like, "I don't see anything," but only you have only you're the only one who has eyes to see this, you know? You might like a lot of yellows. Okay, you could be hella creative. You could have like dark humor. You could do like dark humor, create, you know, art pieces and stuff like that. Something about gold. Remember, I said something about gold dreads. So maybe you wear a lot of golds. Maybe you just have this crazy shine about you. You could be hella gifted. Your metal could be gold and silver or platinum. Okay. Or iron or brass or something. You guys could make cars. Okay, you could build homes, you could work like underground, or you seen some shit underground, mystical creatures. You could work with like I was seeing something about octopus as well. Okay, you could hear sirens. That could have been who you saw or met on some little mermaid type shit, but it was not no beautiful sight, or you heard something beautiful, but when you saw it, that shit looked like this. And then you know the best way to ignore the noise or that you would have music. Maybe every time you go to a certain place, you make sure the music is louder so you don't hear whatever this is. It's this could even been something that's trying to like tempt you or call you. You know, maybe you had to go look it up and shit. Or maybe you had to disconnect from somebody because this is the type of energy they were in. They make things real flighty for you. You know what I'm saying? We got the destroy card. Or once you met whoever this was, they destroyed everything for you. They could have snapped you into an awakening. Yeah. Could have been a child, maybe a child you created with whoever this was in this lower vibration. This shit was a secret, and you're seeing how volatile this child is, not necessarily, but you could see certain little like it's giving like a channeling. Go watch that movie Channeling when that lady, remember the women were killing their babies and stuff, but it wasn't their babies because the fairies switched the baby with one of their kind. And remember, fairies ain't all that beautiful all the time. Switch the baby, and the baby would be terrorizing the mama. And then the mother would kill the baby, and then everybody be on the news talking about, oh my gosh, she killed her baby, but it wasn't her baby. It was a channeling. So you could have seen some shit like that in your home with your baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have seen somebody, and then remember, some of them grow up into adults, these channelings, and you could have met one of them. You could have even was sleeping with one of them, and they got pregnant, had a miscarriage or whatever, and that shit threw you in an awakening. Okay, maybe you were the only one who were able to control this thing. Okay, let's get some of this one of these, and then we're gonna move on. Moving on up. Okay. Yeah, Earth. Okay, you could have a mother figure in the realms that protect you. Okay. Yeah. This could be who's trying to separate you from whatever this is. You could even work with one because it's giving me that movie a Grimm. Remember the Grimm when he the lawyer, he was working with the well the witch. The witch the it was his captain was the warlock or something like that. You know what I'm saying? His captain was the warlock, and then the lawyer chick, the blonde hair chick, she came and she was a witch. So This could have been your a feminine in the spirit or a masculine who's trying to get you to separate from these people because you're gifted. And remember, in the Grim, that dude, he was gifted. Look, he was gifted. He was able to see those creatures. He saw them in their natural form. And remember, his eyes would go black and they would see their reflection and they would know that he was a Grim. Okay, so some of y'all could be a spiritual Grim. You see what I'm saying? Shit is dope. I'm telling you, I love spirituality. I love all that shit, the occult, everything. You know what I'm saying? I just love how it's so different. It's so many different things you can learn. And maybe some of y'all like, damn, I've been running from this shit for 20 fucking years. If I would have just really tapped in, I could have been like a fucking Houdini out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like they should teach your birth chart. They should teach you these things. Yeah. It's like they could have been an ally. They could have helped me. You know what I'm saying? Avoid a lot of betrayals if I would have just partnered up with the most high from the jump instead of, you know what I'm saying? Separating myself, thinking that I'm protecting myself from something that I should have been like, learning more about. And that's what some of y'all could be doing. Some of y'all could have a trailer out in the woods too. Change. Yeah, things are changing. Evolution, becoming different, reconstructuring, movement, new position, transformation, modifying, replacing, altering, something happening. I love this. You could be seeing a lot of butterflies and caterpillars and stuff. You probably used to like to collect butterflies and caterpillars and put them on your windowsill, and some of them turn into butterflies and some of them die. You kept it. All right, let me get one more side. I live my life like it was the last. Yeah, forgiveness. Maybe you needed to forgive yourself or forgive a parent. Because I came in here saying something about mommy. Or was that the last reading? Some of y'all could have anger issues and punch walls and shit like that and break things and just act like a whole fucking AWOL. Some of y'all could have been in the military and AWOL and probably had to do some time and had a whole revelation in there. Y'all could have just had a hard fucking life. But that's how it is. And I noticed that a lot of spiritual folk, they something could have happened in your childhood, or maybe nothing happened. Maybe it's like all of a sudden you just started doing fuck shit, bad shit, lying, stealing, just not listening, just out there. And you're probably sitting down wondering, like, why did I start doing that? Who was I hanging around with? What made me want to, start drinking and smoking and drugging and fucking and doing all this raggedy shit and not listening and disrespecting my mama? But it could have been spiritual warfare. It could have just been, you know what I'm saying? Because you ever notice how some kids are just doing so good and then all of a sudden they just broke out. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, what got into you? And it could have just been somebody who did something, put something on them, or it was an attack and they succumbed. But yeah, maybe you need to be teaching young kids this. Maybe you do something like that with your music or your art. Maybe you paint a message or a story for me to say something about series and DDD. Don't he stream and stuff like that? Maybe you put messages in your music for people to decode, or that's what you're supposed to be doing to help uplift and inspire. And it get deep, man. It gets so deep. Maybe you know how to talk to demons and shit, or cast demon out of people. Yeah, cut ties. Maybe certain words that you're studying, you know how to put them together where it's like a curse breaker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know how to destroy or alter or help, like with the whole web and the remember the spider, how to weave certain things to the point where the demon is caught or trapped or banished somewhere, you know? Maybe you know how to trap demons. It's giving me like Ghostbusters. This shit is real spiritual. Yeah, twin flame. Maybe you came across your twin. Yeah, soulmate. All right, let me get one of these, most high. Yeah, illumination. I cannot make it up. Maybe you know your life could be way more abundant and you sleeping on yourself, sleeping on the money. Maybe there's a lot of people used to get in your head, like I said, with the whole scare cut to scare you into some shit, or maybe you was just a scary motherfucker. You know, we all were. We were all scared of the dark once upon a time. But then we grew up like, especially with the whole lying, like, I'm an adult now. I have to lie to you, bitch. I said no, I don't want to do that. you know? So with illumination, maybe somebody said something. Maybe somebody was talking shit. Yeah, and they betrayed you, or you heard something, you just got fucking tired, or this threw you into an awakening, you know? All right, what is this? Let me see. Expressing higher self. Yeah. It could have been your remember I said something about talking to demons and talking to your higher self. Tap in. It says inner knowing, know thyself, enlightenment, third eye, crown chakra, divinity, owning good God power, becoming aware of manifestation, becoming aware and manifested. And I told you if you create your reality, you probably was realizing like you was speaking a lot of shit into existence because it's like after you sat down and thought about it, you be like, well, I did say X, Y, and Z. So maybe if I say elemental P, this will happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love it. This some good shit. Or maybe somebody said something about you and that shit tapped you into some shit. And then it's like, okay, well, maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing. You could have been like somebody who liked to stay at home, and spirit kept testing you, or maybe spirit wanted for you to get recluse and stay home and get to know ya. I heard know thyself, and you did. I told you. I tell y'all all the time when I come on here. If you don't know yourself, you should not be worrying about nobody else. There's no reason why y'all should be on here asking about no motherfucking third parties and you don't know what the fuck you supposed to be doing. See what I'm saying? Yeah. There's no reason why you should be asking about anybody else when there's your birth chart, your karmic number, your soul number, um, your life path number. Okay. There's this guy on here, Shem Universe. He teaches you about the astrology, Chinese astrology, and how you have a element number, you have a day number, you have a enemy number. Okay. Confirmation, y'all heard the door. So y'all need to tap the fuck in. I wouldn't be worrying about nobody. And that's one thing about me. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say out your mouth. As long as you don't touch me, ain't no spit touch my body. We will never have a fucking problem because you don't fucking matter to me. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a long time to get like that. It took me a long fucking time because I was scary. I didn't really do too much. But then one day I just got tired of being fucking scared. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do that shit. And then once my sister died, I ain't really had nobody to talk to. So I really knew I was by myself then. You know what I'm saying? And I had so many people around me, but people didn't understand me. Half of the things that I'm learning, like y'all hearing about now, I've been saying this shit from I was little. And people used to look at me like, oh, you're crazy. I used to be like, every fucking thing you see on TV is real. My mother used to be like, okay, Keena, go play. And I'm like, vampires are real. This and this is real. They was like, girl, you watch too much TV. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to tell you that shit is real. Okay. You could have been telling people you were seeing things and they would sit there and make you feel like you were crazy. You watch too much, shows. and you're like, nah, this is for real. I'm feeling this. Or you have certain dreams, and they fucking knew, but because they could have been in the church, or they don't want people looking at them funny, they try to make you feel like what you're saying don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I used to, yeah. They don't want you to pay attention or want anybody to pay attention to you. Why are these fucking cars backwards now? Yeah. Yeah. So let's move on, y'all. So this could even be ideas that you have. And, there's so many things you might have wanted to do, but people made you feel like you were, why you want to do that? But then after the fact, take your shit and go do it anyway, but it don't turn out how, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not as fulfilling as if you were supposed to, when you were supposed to do it, you know? Yeah. So some of y'all could have just been hella disappointed all the time because y'all ain't really had nobody to have y'all back. And even though you didn't need validation, but you would like to know that you were on the right track. But no, every time you want to do something that made you feel good, they would shut your shit down or you would shut it down. And Spirit was like, not no more. Now you're seeing. Maybe you could have just got real distant with a lot of motherfuckers, saving your energy for yourself. And now they're seeing, like, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel so lost? Because, bitch, the energy was never yours. They were just basically trying to stop you from shining, disconnect you from your higher self so you can consistently be out here playing with your life, okay? Fucking around, dealing with fucking karmics consistently, not catching a lesson, staying in lower vibration, not taking a leap of faith on yourself to be able to create the life you're supposed to be living, consistently destroying things, not catching the knowledge and wisdom that you need, and just out here fucking a walking disaster. Yeah, constantly up in your head, stressed out, being attacked all the time. Don't know if you coming or going in and out of the fucking doctor because your fucking head keep taking you. You could have been having a lot of headaches, a lot of fucking pressure, seeing shit, not knowing what you seeing. And before motherfuckers help you tap in, they want to say, oh, you're crazy, or you need to go get help. Even a fucking therapist, you in there talking to that goofy, and they don't, they're like, but why did you have that thought? What were you going through? And you're like, bitch, I'm not going through nothing. I'm trying to tell you what the fuck am I seeing. Are you sure? Let's talk about what happened in your childhood. What was your mom's life like? What was and then try to fucking diagnose you and ain't nothing fucking wrong with you. You're fucking gifted out here. Okay. You could have been hearing fucking words, not knowing what you're hearing, and seeing fucking notes, being able to read notes from your little. You probably was they try to call you like a stupid giant type energy. Cause you were so powerful, so tall. You supposed to be this big old, you know what I'm saying? And they made you feel like you were a problem. That's so fucked up. I can't stand motherfucking people. Try to talk you out of what you know. Yeah, what's up? Hold on, y'all. Huh? No, come here. Let me see. Consistently breaking your heart to make things feel like, things are always blowing up in your face. Some of y'all could be from the Bronx, Texas, too. Or you could have moved from the Bronx to Texas. Yeah, look, whatever you were trying to create and build and work on, they made you feel like that shit was toxic, it was low vibrational, or, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't going to amount to anything. To have you feeling like things were falling apart always. Things that you were doing. Yeah, then you have to cut these bitches off. Started setting boundaries with them. Now everybody want to sit here like they don't know what's going on, trying to find you. Where did so and so go? You know what I'm saying? Because you had the strength to release these bitches. No more partying and drinking and fucking and sucking and doing all that duck shit. You started putting in the work with the Knight of Pentacles. And then they all started watching you become this earth angel, or they will, or they were jealous because they already seen it. They saw something you didn't see. They saw your wings before you saw your wings. Yeah. They look good. Don't do that. Don't act black. Don't do that. Talking about I know. It looks nice. Thank you, the most high, because I don't have to do it no more. Hallelujah. Yes. They seen that you were destined for greatness. And look, constantly had to keep you in some trauma or heartbreak or sad or feeling sorry for yourself or in some type of pain. Yeah. And spirit was trying to help you get out of that shit. Okay. Walk through that portal, you know? There we go, the truth. And one day you finally woke the fuck up. Like, I ain't never scared. Y'all gonna be from Atlanta. I heard Bia Bia. Bia Bia. Y'all could have had to even like tapping with your inner child, forgive your inner child. Some of y'all used to smoke cigarettes. Y'all could have stopped smoking. Y'all could have just woke up one day like, I don't want to smoke no more. And you could realize that people around you, you were trying to tell them like you were trying to be in a different energy, trying to cut the fucking ties. Okay. And every single time they came and kept playing in your motherfucking face after you set your boundaries. So then you had to destroy it. You had to break these bitches down completely. I don't know if this is even you who was like, you know what? I'm tired of fucking telling y'all. Just like I had to come on the other live and I made the post for a reason. I wasn't charging people for my readings, but after I did that last reading for 7 hours and all I asked was for them to like the video and subscribe, they did not subscribe and they didn't even like the shit. From the amount of views that I got, I should have had the same amount. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they just want to take from you. And then they keep switching their name and then coming back in as if you can't tell. So I was like, I'm not finna play with y'all. We're going to weed out the riffraff from now. We helping the people who truly need it. And that was a thing. They were looking at you like you was some sweet little, quaint little cookie until you had to, you know what I'm saying? Morph into a fucking rock, Walla, and started digging in their ass. And then now, oh my God, she claims she's so. No, we're not finna play with y'all. It's like they didn't like the sweet side of you. So here they go. They gonna get this version. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your fucking eyes could have been glowing and everything. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes could have started glowing on them bitches. And they was like, holy shit. Let me leave this motherfucker alone. You know? Yeah. Let's get one or two of these and we're gonna go. I could do that. I can read a person. I can sense things about them. It's kind of not the same as it used to be. Yeah, you probably ain't been using it. And if you don't use your gifts, you will lose them. And you swear somebody doing something to you because you ever notice how you'll say something or you'll get a message or something. Like I get messages and write them down and then I'll come across somebody who's saying the same thing. I can't say the motherfucker copied because I didn't even put the shit out yet. But like Michael Jackson used to say, let me do the shit right now before Prince get the message. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of messengers out here. And if you ain't gonna fucking do it, spirit will make somebody else do it. So I guess you got tired. Cause baby love, you tapping the fuck in. You catching the message now. I could even listen to a story about someone and tell the person about them. Yeah. I do that with my kids. Just like my son came in here and he was like, Mommy, look. But the way he tried to make it seem was it wasn't good. And I'm like, that shit look good. He was like, I know. Well, say that, motherfucker. Don't be trying to, you know, that shit look good. And people will do that. People will sit there and you'll have an idea or you'll do something great. And instead of them giving your props, they want to make it seem like, well, it's okay. You know? And if you a nigga like me, I'll be looking at them like, yeah, I bet. I got you. Yeah. You a real motherfucking Queen of Pentacles. You don't. Your money look good, the emperor. You a boss in your own right. You are definitely stepping into your calling. answering the call, making a life-changing decision. Okay. These are other people who could be being judged now because they judged you. Here they go. Things might be being hard for them, or things were hard for you for a long time because you ain't want to answer the call. And then finally you was like, you started looking at something like this could even been somebody who gave you something like a oil. Remember I said something about sunflower oil, or you could have ate something, heard something, came across a message or reading or something like that, and that shit spoke to your spirit. Yeah. What's that? My money? Where's my money? Yeah, I'm gonna need my money. Don't be making bets with these kids. Look, don't be making bets with them because they will run off on you on the plug. I'm trying to tell you. All right, spirit. Most high, let me get a message. Yeah. Some of y'all definitely healing, transmuting some type of energy. The lovers. Yeah. This could just be you being vulnerable with a lover. If this wasn't like a succubus or something. Look. Or some of y'all could have been with somebody, like I said, that Aquarius who opened up your eyes to something, you know, that you and them are supposed to have something more. And then here come the downloads. It's like they activated something in you. Yeah. Or you made a decision to be happy or wanting to be happy. Okay. This could even been sex. You could have slept with somebody. And it's like you got a whole flash of what you're supposed to be doing with this illumination here. You know what it's giving me? Twilight. Remember when the psychic she touched the dude or something she did or touched his forehead or something and he saw his death, he saw his head off his body. That was the last she saw that. I'm telling you, scared the dog shit out of them to the point where that motherfucker was like, okay, okay, we're gonna we're going to leave it alone for now. It's like roll the dice if you want, but it's only gonna end one way if you don't fucking walk away. I'm trying to tell you, look. So let's get this last card and we out of here. I hope this was helpful. Did I get any of those cards? Before I do the tarot, let's get one of these. And then look at the bottom of this deck. It's the truth. So you could have had a lot of envious people around you. And you were seeing the signs. And that's exactly why you were stuck. But once you change your perspective, something could have changed around that last moon and you released something. And with this right here, this is giving me some type of emotion, the blue. You could even went by the water. You could be a swimmer. You could do gymnastics. You could have been praying. You could have been in a field, or you could have had a dream that illuminated something that you have to go now. I heard I'm ready to go right now. Yeah. Okay. This could have been a deceptive mother figure or feminine. Somebody could have lied or try to do something to win at all costs. Okay. And it failed miserably. Yeah, somebody was trying to control you or micromanage something, or this could have been even a mother figure who put you like gave you some type of ego death or checked you or betrayed you. Yeah, with the judgment here. Okay, this is somebody who could have tried to like kill your ego, or you know what I'm saying? Was very egotistical and you saw it for what it is, or maybe that was the wounding you had. That was the tie. You could have had a mother wounding, or maybe you didn't want to disappoint, or Maybe this person had control over you and that was who was like controlling you or keeping like puppeteering some shit, and they would use certain words to keep you stagnant or keep you small, or maybe you were angry with your mom and you were taking it out on everybody else and you had to look at that shit. Yeah, codependency. Okay. Let's get two of these and we're gonna move on. I heard quadrileptic dark night. Yeah, this is cool. And maybe a mother figure even passed and that threw you into a dark night. You had a lot of fear and anxiety, or you met that empress who showed you a full length mirror of who the fuck you were. And that shit scared the fuck out of you. You might have thought she was a demon or whatever, but you could have seen the demon on you. Remember, I said something about your eyes were glowing and everything? You could have saw yourself in your lower, yep, extremities. Okay, we're gonna take Dark Knight. One more. I wouldn't be surprised if the divine masculine come out this bitch. And maybe you have to step into your divine feminine, stop moving out of survival. Twin fucking flame. I cannot make it up. And this came out in the last reading I just did. So you might want to go back because I mentioned a few things from the paperwork. Like I'm about to do a divine masculine and it's giving the energy because everything I was saying was on that list and the list was all the way over here. So go back and watch it once it loads. So you could have got thrown into a dark night and met your twin, but you had to clear your energy because you sabotaged a lot. Okay. You wanted to be chased. And maybe you met a feminine who you thought was okay, this is the one. And that bitch was like, Chase? Bitch, do you know who the fuck I am? Do I look like I chase anything? No, no. Mm-mm. So yeah, I love it. So somebody was like, I'm not finna play with you. It's like you're gonna have to get on my level or you have to get the fuck on. Period. And I said this earlier. And that's what threw you in a whole loop into what you need to be doing, what you need to be healing, brought up your mommy issues, your low self esteem, your narcissistic behavior, you know? Let's get one of these so we're gonna close out with the oracle of the what we forgotten. Yeah, you close something out, or there's a new cycle starting with your twin, or something has been activated. This is completion, closure. Maybe you had to end a connection, a relationship, get more self sufficient. Okay. Maybe you were in a connection where you were a people pleaser. Yeah. This is somebody who wanted all the attention, or you could have been overworking to make sure this person have everything that they need, but they weren't taking care of your needs? Or maybe you thought somebody was the one and they weren't. Yeah, they were a fucking burden. You could have been trying to go above and beyond for whoever this was to make sure they were stable, you know? You could have been the breadwinner in the house. You could have took care of everything. And you could have seen that this person was karmic to your money. You could have lost everything. You could have lost the home. You could have lost a lot of accolades, recognition, or this person could have ruined your reputation. Yeah, with the destroy here, everything was destroyed for you. Everything you built was destroyed, or you had to just start from the bottom. You could have hit rock bottom too, because that's how it is. Once you go through that dark night, bitch, you losing everything. You cleaning house. Okay, we all have it. And maybe you thought like you were CURSE and you weren't. It was just you had to cut everything off. I know I did. I had to cut people off I didn't even want to cut off. But I had to because I'm like, yeah, they not. And I had to respect the fact that that's who they wanted to be. It's not that like I lost any love for them, but I just knew the journey that I was on. I wasn't going to jeopardize that for somebody who ain't even trying to do the work. And people be comfortable in the bullshit. And I wasn't. I wanted more. I wanted better people around me because I could definitely relate with this. I wanted way more. And anything I wanted to do, well, why you want to do that? You sure about that? Or you tell anybody anything that you want to do, and then all of a sudden it's destroyed, or you don't want to do it no more, or you're not enthused about it, and you know what I'm saying? Anytime you get into a connection, you let somebody know as soon as people find out it's being destroyed, it's getting messed up. And it could have been for protection, but still, it just seemed like every single time, you know? So it's like, where's the leak? Where's the disruption? What am I not seeing clearly? It's like somebody was working on your self esteem or working on your mental, okay, with the scissors here. And once you cut off whoever this was who kept playing in your fucking face, then things started moving. You started being more serious and showing Most High, like, okay, I'm ready for whatever this is that you're trying to formulate in my life. Okay. Like I said, some of you guys could be contractors. You could even want to build a life overseas or planning, because we saw Portugal. You could travel and do portraits across the world. Your ancestors could have did this, okay? Your ancestors could have did this. You could have had a gambling addiction, all right? You could have even studied, and you could even have books that you bought but you never even opened. See what I'm saying? Because the glasses is sitting on top of the book. Okay. And it's like as soon as you're interested in something and you express yourself or something, it's like you no longer want to do it. But I feel like something is completely over, or you're going into a new cycle where it's going to be way more stable. It's being built on a solid foundation. You walk through a portal. These are two portals right here, and right here. And you could be realizing this portal that you're going through is so much better, so much more abundant and happy and free. Okay. This is divine masculine with this four here. All right. But 21, yeah. I feel like you're getting like a second chance. Remember, I came in, I said, and one more something, please, or something like that. I said, did I say that? My ex, I did a lot for him and lost a lot. Yeah. Because some of them be karmic to your money, especially if they don't want to get on the up and up, you know, they can destroy everything. Or maybe you had to destroy some type of belief system, what you thought to be true. Maybe you had to go do your own research, because sometimes people could tell you stuff, but niggas don't research. You could have been hearing a lot of things, seeing a lot of things, and just like brushing it off like, oh, they're crazy. Fucking spirit ain't real, and ancestors ain't real, and fucking demons. Like, really? Fuck out of here. You know? As you heard my stomach, and spirit was like, bet, bitch. I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. And they will do that. They will scare the shit out of you. Okay? It's like, play with me if you want to. Some of y'all might need to check your birth chart. That's what y'all could be looking into. Some of y'all could have been born 421. Taurus energy out here. Okay? Aries energy, Pisces energy. Maybe you started looking into your lineage. Maybe you started going a little deeper. Some of you guys could do deep dive. Y'all could swim. Maybe some of y'all traveled to a family home, and it might have looked like this the last time you saw it, and everything's destroyed now. Or this could be your family. Okay? You seen how toxic they were, and you had to cut ties. And with this spiritual engineer, you have to start over. And you might be trying to figure it out. Something about tire. Your tire could be out of alignment. Something about rust too. Something could be rusting. Or you could even built a home and shit, and then it had termites. You had to destroy it, or you could have just lost a lot because you weren't taking the guidance you were being given. You were too fucking scared to truly tap in with the Most High. What's this? I feel like grabbing this one here. Yeah, invested so much for nothing, no type of fruit to be bared. Hmm. Poured into a lot of people, made a whole bunch of money, and nothing came from it. Everything got destroyed because it wasn't built with Most High. Most High wasn't a part of it. Thank you. All right, let's close out. Let's look at what this scarecrow is with these cards. I'm seeing the ancestor. I'm seeing the dedication. I feel like spirit needed you to be more dedicated to them or to believe, you know? High priestess is like you had a responsibility to Most High. Yeah, intention. Some of y'all could have not had the best intention. Y'all could have been the dark energy, you know? And spirit was like, yo, you got to get out of that. It's been time and time and time and time and time and time again. We've been trying to get you to get on the up and up and do things better. Be more genuine. Come back to the heart space. Work out of your feminine. Stop moving like you ain't never gonna eat again. Yeah, have a little bit more respect. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Always going against the law, always going against the order. Yeah. Okay. And that's why you were so susceptible to all these hexes. Yeah. Union. Instead of going into union, you using women or using men, flip the roles to, hey, Martha, to get a little quick fix and then ice them out with the winter here. So, want better, you got to do better. Okay. Yeah. Rebirth. Something could have changed around winter. All right. Yeah. Banish. You could have banished something around that winter. Okay. Masculine. Maybe you got rid of a masculine. There was a man in your life that was, yeah, giving you the wrong guidance. This could have been somebody you went to for advice with this older man here. And maybe this person was tapped in as well. And they could hear you coming before you even came. So they knew exactly what to say to deter you from moving forward, right? Because remember, I said, what did I say on that paper? I can see it before you even think it. Don't let that go over your head. So somebody could be, they could hear notes. Yeah, homecoming. They could hear notes before, you even think to even do it. This could even be somebody who tap into other people's energy to be able to create before they create, to disconnect them from what they're supposed to be bringing forth. Yeah. And then once they plant the seed, it's like somebody already did it or somebody did it better or, you know, to discourage them from, but it all goes back to law. So somebody got to pay for something now because you definitely had guardians. And I told y'all, those animals could have been your spirit team. And then the other reading, the home card came out for the maps. And somebody wanted to come home, right? A twin flame wanted to come home. They didn't know how because they couldn't even find that house because it was so cloaked with bushes and greenery. And there was fairies, there were owls standing outside the house. So you got to put it where it fit for you. Yeah. This could be somebody who works underneath the moon, or maybe this could have been you working out of your lower vibration. And you were doing this to people, and now it's catching back up. Okay. Now that you want to be stable and do things right, you have to pay for it with that dark night. Let's move forward. Something about blue. I cannot make it up. Divine masculine. So we are talking to you, sir. Very much so. Yeah. You could even have a book of secrets from your ancestors, and now you're starting to alchemize. You could even be keeping it a secret that you tap in. Because remember, I told you about my son. He don't care for the shit. He be like, "Mommy, do whatever the fuck you want to do." Because I asked him like, "How you feel about it?" He's like, "I don't. I'm just living my life, mommy." Okay, because I be trying to put him up. But when certain things start occurring, oh, you better believe that nigga be like, "Mommy, I think I need a cleansing, or you got any more of that tea tree oil or that lemongrass, or you know what I'm saying? So and so is going on. I had a dream, or you see what I'm saying? So somebody might be, you could just be realizing like this shit is not for play. This is some real shit. And I tell him, just because you don't fucking believe, that don't mean the shit ain't, real. All right. Close out. Some of y'all could work for UPS or FedEx. Banish came out again. So you had to banish something, and we saw the energy cleanse in the other reading. So some of y'all could have just did a clearing, spoke some shit. This could have even been a spell you looked up to realize, or this could have been a song you wrote to clear this energy out. And that shit destroyed everything. It cut whatever cord or tie that shit had to you. Because remember, I said something about a succubus. So if there was any type of attachments, you cleared it out with this world card here. Something could even been in your home, a jinn. You could have had a jinn on the bloodline and it was banished. Or this was a hex. Okay. Well, you're seeing that something was a hex and you had the power to clear it. And remember, I told y'all in the beginning where I said you can command that shit off of you. And maybe that's what you did. You got tired of being fucking scary. Tired of fucking, because I'm telling you, sometimes I could say some shit and that shit will move some shit. That's why I be careful on what I say. Do you see the sword? That's speaking. That's truth. That's communication. And remember, this card said communication. All right. Tap in. Yeah. So let's close out. I heard this is it. Okay. Some of y'all could do divination with runes. You could have a cat, a yellow and white cat. Could have bells on your door. You could be hearing bells. Something could have happened around Christmas or St. Patrick Day, or you could be hearing bells. Cling, cling, cling. That always gives me like judgment in the spirit. What is banishment? I heard bashment. So some of y'all could have been traveling to Jamaica. Y'all could have been going to some parties and shit, having a good time, or you stopped partying altogether. Huh? Oh, he right here. Go through the back door. You going with him? Huh? You going with him? No. Oh, okay. But yeah, so you could go right here. She said right. You close the door. Wait. I hope he didn't leave. I didn't hear the car. Yeah, and he do that every time. I tell the people on my channel all the time that he'll always comes back. Clink, clink, clink. Every time he leave, he come right back. Go ahead. She said hello. But let me see y'all. Hex. But yeah. Some of y'all could be getting out, you know. Maybe some of y'all have been in the house and just been going through it and it's finally like you could woo side because you have a whole better understanding now. This reading could even be giving you a little bit of insight where it's like, damn, I don't have to be scared. Because I know. It's supposed to be like 90 today. I live my life like it was the last. But yeah, I can't find a damn thing, y'all. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. So that's the thing. Y'all could have been looking for something and it was right in your face the whole time. And it's like you keep looking for something that's within, you know? You know what the fuck a hex is? Somebody who did some shit to you. Put something on you to make sure you don't evolve and grow. But maybe just needed like a little crash course or a little refresher. 48. And didn't I say something about I said 3:48 the car alarms was going in. So that's when somebody would have could have been hexing. You could even been getting up out of your like keep getting woken up out your sleep. And you could be remember I said you could hear them chanting, you can hear them talking, you can hear it. You didn't understand what it was. You know what I'm saying? You could hear them chanting and talking and trying to cast on you with the finger. And didn't I say something about finger pointing? I kid you not. When I came in this bitch, I said something about pointing and finger. Remember I said that? And look, that's a nigga hand right there. This could be somebody who wear a ring like this. This could be a boss. This could be somebody who was trying to antagonize you, or this could be a masculine who you really got some true gems from or advice, and you might be seeing this nigga. You could have seen this nigga shape shift, you know, and tell you to go with the somebody wrong. And every time they tell you to go away, it doesn't work out. It never works out. And you never put the connection that, oh, it could be this person. So, like I said, somebody could have been right under your nose or something was right there the whole time that you didn't see. Okay. And this is who you had to cut off. This could have been somebody you live with. This could have been somebody across waters. This could have been somebody who told you to cut off your twin flame. Because in the other reading, I said that karmic friend, twin flame. This could even be somebody who told you to cut off your twin and then try to get with your twin, or were out and about and drinks and stuff. And, you know, especially if your twin didn't know that you were with this person and y'all were disconnected, but this person knew of you, because people do that. You'll be surprised. Like, oh, I didn't know that was your friend, or, you know, it get real tricky. Like there was this guy at my job who years ago, because I haven't worked in years, but this was this guy at my job who I would talk to him. We would have good conversation. He was younger. Like he was so cool because he had an old spirit. Come to find out that nigga knew everybody from the specific area I was talking about to. Was even following my nigga. And I'm like, never mentioned that he knew him or anything. You see what I'm saying? But the motherfucker forgot because the minute he said, oh, let me get your Instagram, I see this nigga on this. I was like, oh no, we have to cut that off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So people will play in your fucking face. They will. They will play in your face. So it's all about just taking note. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. Just start moving different. Just like I came on here and I've been doing readings. I didn't just start going live, but I think I started going live like maybe 2 weeks now. And I've been giving readings out. Go watch 7 hours, 1 hour, just giving readings out, just giving them out. But motherfuckers is changing their names and coming back asking for readings, don't have no respect. They come in, they don't, you ask them to like the video, share the video, subscribe. They don't do none of that, or they'll do it and then take it back after they get what they want. I said, nah, fuck all of that. Spirit was like, clean house, clean house. Okay. Brick, knock all this shit over. And then we're gonna see what's left. Or who's left, who truly want the healing. But there's still gonna be some in the shadows, but you don't have to worry about that because we're gonna let you know what's good. Because you're the only one in here weaving in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? They don't control shit over here. Okay? All right now. So let's read it and we're gonna move on. It says banish, watch out, withdraw, and be aware. Use discernment and take care. A fool would ignore Hex's alarm. Now banish all potential harm. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be there it is done. Did I not say something about 3:48 a.m., the car alarm, 2:58, the birds? And this is all morning. This is all me just sitting in here up. Something about a blue car. Somebody drive a blue car. That blue car been coming up, or somebody has been blue for a very long time, or just in their feelings, or being too fucking emotional and not being more practical and grounded. Okay. All right. So a blue car could be significant. And I said something about an alarm. So it's like you've been getting the messages to let you know something is not what it seems. Look a little deeper into something because something is in the shadows, something is lurking. And I told you on multiple readings that when I hear a car alarm, somebody coming to my house or something's coming. Okay. I just got real hot on my back. So something's coming or some energy's being sent. Take note. All right. When I hear birds, I know spirit is like there's talk, there's chatter, there's movement. Tap in. We got something to say or there's something to be heard. Okay. I'm trying to tell you. Or somebody's trying to do something that you don't notice. Something about teeth. Somebody could be missing teeth. Because these two dudes have no teeth in their front mouth right here. And I said something here. I said it right here. Look, I said it. Overlapping. Dentist, go somewhere. So somebody's teeth could have gotten knocked out, or this person has no teeth, or something about veneers or dentures or breath. You're gonna know who this is by their teeth. Okay, maybe because scarecrows, look at his teeth. Something significant about somebody's teeth. You heard the car? Something about somebody's teeth. Somebody could be losing teeth, and you know that's a bad omen. Okay, somebody's tooth could have got knocked out, or their teeth could be decaying. So look into that. Or whoever this is, their appearance could be, they could be looking real old and dried out and sickly. But because all the energy is being sent back. Whatever banishing they send to you, and I tell people all the time, you don't get fucking karma because of what you did. It's your intention. Because you could do anything. But if you intentionally fix your fucking mouth remember I said something about the thought to even claim you're going to do something to somebody who's definitely not even messing with you, you're doing it to yourself. Okay? You're doing it to yourself. So if whoever this is, whatever they sent to you or have been doing to you for years, even if this is like something from younger age, and you're seeing it now and you're destroying it through your music or whatever you're creating, that shit is going back. So somebody could be aging badly. Cause look at her. She looked like flushed. She looked flushed, like she's looking like I cannot believe this is happening. But she's not saying anything. So whoever this is who was pointing a finger or kept targeting you or kept poking at you or kept casting on you, yeah, it's time. You heard what it said, discernment and be aware. All right, let's get the witch's wisdom. Hexes come as a warning sign for you to be wary of unwanted energies that are being directed your way. What I said. Whether you have felt drained of late or have experienced a prickly feeling, didn't I say something about my back getting warm? You can be sure that when hexes turn up, you have some vital banishing to do. Be sure to check in with your feelings so that you can determine what or who is sucking the life force out of you or directing negative energy your way. Do not be fearful. Instead, be strong and turn any negative into a positive personal power. Yo, I can't make this shit up. I cannot make it up. I said all of this. I said all of this. I said if you fucking scary, that shit gonna dog walk you all day. But if you command that shit and tell that shit move the fuck around or just transmute the energy, I told y'all whenever anybody's sending me nothing, I could have a banging fucking headache. Bitch, I'm in here cleaning, I'm doing something, I'm creating something, pain and all, talking through it, walking through it, doing whatever, going outside, taking a walk, catching the breeze, catching the something. But yeah, we gonna transmute this energy, you best believe it. We gonna transmute that shit and we gonna keep eating and eating. So anybody that think that taken from you, you're going to suck the life out of them. Cause if I tell them nobody read my description, if you bring that shit over here, I'm going to eat that shit up. I'm gonna eat it up. You're gonna be out here looking just like this when we done with you. Mhm. And I don't have to do no abracadabra and all of that. But when I'm done transmuting the fuck out of that energy, you better believe you're gonna wish you never did it. That's another thing too I was hearing. And I wish we never did it. And I wish we never loved it. So tap in. Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That's what I was hearing. Sega. So somebody thought they was playing a game in your life. Okay, this could have been an old friend from like back in the day. You know, Sega been out for years. This could have been somebody who was just playing a dangerous fucking game, not knowing you was a spiritual engineer and you know how to break some shit down and build that shit back up and build it better and more solid. You hear me? All right now. Where were we? This is a time for you to take a stand and to say no more. What I said. What did I say? Didn't I say that? Mhm. I said it. Look more deeply into situations and don't take so much on face value. Thread carefully and keep watch for enemies who lurk in the shadows. What I said. Didn't we do the shadow deck? That's how we got this motherfucker. Somebody could be trying to glamorize something, and this how they really look in the spirit. Oh boy. And didn't I say something about Grim? Say something about Grim with that witch? Oh shit. Did it go in? Okay, we still in here. Didn't I say something about Grim with that witch? And when he saw her on the street, the lawyer chick, well dialed up, penthouse, big money, her face like kind of glitched just like this. And he was like, oh shit. And he asked the black dude, like, did you see that? And he's like, see what? But he was the only one could see it because he had the sight. Tap in. Hmm. But somebody didn't want you to see who the fuck you were. Somebody did not want you to see, so they kept you disconnected. And you could have came across your twin and dog walked your twin, and that shit threw you into a whole fucking dark night. Okay, or something was said. Maybe your twin cursed your ass out. Maybe you said some wicked shit to your twin. And yeah, Spirit was like, we're gonna show you exactly what you destroyed, and now we're gonna destroy you until you get it. Okay. Let's go. This could have been somebody who could have been even evil eyeing the hell out of you. Okay, your discernment right now gives you a second sight. I'm trying to tell you. So trust your instincts and go for the kill. Hexes urges you to release, get rid of, and banish anything that prevents you from walking your true path. Did I not say that? You are protected when you heed this omen. What I said. Ignore it at your peril. What I said. Didn't I say that? When we pulled these cards here, I said Spirit was trying to put you up on game the whole time so you can avoid all these betrayals, but you did not want to be in alliance. You wanted to just be out here thinking like, oh, that shit is this and this and that. Spirit was like, eh. Look, you don't want to see? Cool. Don't see. But when we call this fucking judgment, I hope you're ready. You better answer the call because you're going to need more than strength. Okay. All right. Now let's see what the witch's foresight is. Someone is not who you think they are. Someone is not who you think they are. Your energy is being drained by another's negative behavior. Beware of jealousy. Choose friends wisely. Go watch that other reading I just did. Look deeper into an offer or situation because in the other reading, it said a karmic, okay? A karmic friend who was a happiness hater is coming in with an offer, but they could be coming in like they're your twin. But you see what I'm saying? This is somebody who you already cut off and closed ties with. That's what it said. Go watch it. Something is too good to be true. Time to walk away. Hex reveal. Being hexed is a result of a spell, charm, or ritual. Its negative energy is directed to create or cause harm or ill effect. A hex creates an action directed and powered by the emotional and mental state of the practitioner using forces, talismans, and often the personal effects of whoever the hex is focused on. And I said that about with the hangman, with the blue thing, your emotions. It was like they were using your emotions to control you. But once you got fed the fuck up because you so fucking scary, you were like, I'm done with this. Remember I told y'all my whole story. Like, you're done being scared. Like, scared money don't make no money type energy. Like, what am I being scared of? If anything, you need to be scared of these motherfuckers walking around here around you. Hey, Eric. Hey, beautiful. Hey. So tap the fuck in. Everything I said, I know this shit was long winded, but go back and watch it. It makes sense. Y'all want one of these too? Because this should be coming together for real, for real. We might as well do it because I don't do these often. I put the thing up on the community board, but I didn't I put it as a poll when I should have just did bullets, but it was late night when I did that shit, child. It was like 2 in the morning. So I didn't it's not a poll or anything, it's just a schedule. So on Tuesdays, I'm doing divine masculine for the Mars energy. Wednesday, I'm doing the collective just to, see what we need to know. Thursday, I'm doing the lucky charm for the Jupiter day, and then Mars, excuse me, and then Friday, I'm doing divine feminine because it's Venus day. And Monday I was gonna do what's hidden, but I couldn't put any more bullets. Wasn't even thinking. And then Saturday we're gonna do the healing cards. See what's in the shadows. Okay. So I'm trying to get a little bit more organized and structured because we in this shit now. Like, this is it. This is what we're doing. Slow and steady. So like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you need any personals, one questions, whatever. I didn't want to go that route, but Spirit was like, hard head make a soft ass. And it's sad that everybody has to suffer because of these trolls. But the true ones who need the healing, they will. And if you want a healing and the money is just still too much, email me. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind working, but I don't like when people play in my face. I'm not one of those. I would never go to somebody else's shit or go anywhere just to waste somebody's time. That's like I could have never been like what they calling people. a salesperson because the minute you tell me fucking no, I'm gonna be like, okay, you know how some people just keep talking. They have the gift of gab, but I do too, but not for that shit. If I don't want it, I don't fucking want it. This, you know what I'm saying? And that's manipulation. You trying to coerce me into doing something I don't want to fucking do. You see what I'm saying? So I was never like that. So you tell me fucking no, it's okay. Well, you have a nice day. You know, I could never do that shit. But it's a different way that I can tell you, like how I'm telling you now, like, if you want the healing, if you want a little bit better understanding, I can help you with that. Even if you want to have a powwow, you just want to have a conversation. Like, I really don't have nobody to talk to. Is there a way you can help me out? I don't have the money, but I can give you a donation, or I don't have anything to give you, but I just need somebody to talk to. I'm willing to help you. That's what I'm here for, to help. But when people want to act like you have to do it, or, you know, you some fucking simp or something. Yeah. It's like, uh, go play with your mama. Cause I'm not her. Follow the leader. And it's funny because in that other reading, I kept saying, I am your leader. Yes, I am your leader. Nicki Minaj. So some of y'all could be from the islands, Trinidad. Yeah, you committed to this. You trying to help people out of this hardship, man. Some of y'all could want to get a talisman, or you have one, or you trying to figure out which one to get, whatever you're called to, drawn to. It could be a sunflower, it could be a ring, it could be a crown. Okay. It could be anything. It could be a medal, it could be a paintbrush charm, or it could be a saxophone charm, or it could be anything, whatever is personal to you. 615 could be significant. That could be somebody's birthday, a Gemini. All right, let's close out. We've been on here a long time, and I gotta go get my baby. Deep freeze. Okay, let's read it real quick because I gotta go. Look, come together. Oh yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. 26 could be significant. This time right now, and 27 open, and we got home in that other reading. So go watch the reading I just put out. It says everything has its season. Now is the time to put activity on hold while you rest. The cold winter beckons you to slow down and put a freeze on things that are not yet ready to bloom. It's time to regenerate and hibernation. Forego ambitious activity. A pregnant pause allows ideas to gestate, projects to shift and change, and relationships to go through a dreamy state of being, not going anywhere, not needing to. This is also a time to put all your arguments on ice. Nothing beneficial will come from any of them. Self care is the most important activity now. So reflect, read a good book, or get a massage, rest and dream. And that's what y'all doing. Remember, I told y'all to listen. So I gotta go. I love y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Big up on yourself. Hi, Eric. Thank you. Share, 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 and I'll talk to y'all later. I might come back later. All right.